Hey everyone, Burton is back in Tamriel. We're continuing playing Elder Kings, the new updated modification. Here we sit in Winterhold and we are continuing to plan away. We are somewhat nervous. I don't know if that's the word. I would say cautious rather than nervous right now, because in Skyrim, as you can see, we are on the verge of some kind of major war. We've pushed down here, we've managed to take Grey Winter, Riften managed to take hold of Winterwind, and Whiterun managed to take hold of Whitewatch, so we're having a convergence of forces. But let's not forget Eastmarch. Eastmarch are over here in Windhelm. So with that being said, we need to start making some plans. Now the first thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to check for Spymaster and make sure, right, we've got Logvar, he's actually better. I'm going to put him to... Yeah, I'm going to put him to build spy network here. I want to be as protected as I possibly can. Obviously construction don't need to do anything there. Minor titles, okay. I want to get myself a food taster would be nice. Puts opinion down a little bit. So maybe a cupbearer. Poison is always a danger, so being trusted with serving drinks is a great honour. Okay, who can we trust? So, we've got a prior of the Sky Temple, we've got a mayor, oh, we've got my mother. She's a fumbling assassin, so if she was going to try and kill me, I would know about it. So we'll put her there, hopefully that'll work out okay, we'll find out soon. Still no battle mage for us to go ahead and go over, excuse me. In terms of Swordmaster, we've got the Rognov, he's the Thane of Grey Winter. I'm not quite sure if we want to be giving him any more power at the moment. So here we go, House Carl. I'd like to go ahead and get one. Before I do that, let's see if we can get a Royal Assassin. Oh, we've got Augment as well. I think he's actually personal. Yeah, he's actually better than that. I would prefer to have him as a as someone who guards me. I will quite happily take that. So Amber Shield, you will be the shield of the king. So Royal Assassin, we can still make him the Royal Assassin if we wanted to, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think that's all we're going to do in terms of this. Could we do with another commander? Probably. Who have we got? Oh, we've got a couple of Master Assassins and an Expert Assassin. And Journeyman Mage. No, I think I am happy with how things are lying at the moment. Let's just make sure that we don't have anyone better in the position. We've got Alva, slightly better. We're not going to bother too much with her. Iroke is bound to be someone. I mean, we can make our House Carl there, but I don't think we're going to do that. I want him to focus. Speaking of focusing, we finally got enough technology power to go ahead and have a look. So we have no options for cultural advancement. We do it on economy, so we'll be able to level up by at least one because we've got 109 points to spend, and each one of these is pretty much costing 99. So let's start at the bottom then. So providing we are going to go ahead and build more, that's not really going to increase it too much. And also we get a penalty if we go too far ahead with this. Trade practices, that's potentially a good one. Improve keep, improves our siege defense, but as of yet no one has sieged us. Magical infrastructure, academy, and then we've got town. What would that actually get us? It improves city tax. This improves castle tax. I think I'm going to go for castle infrastructure. Okay, and the second one. So we've got light infantry. As we know, we're on light infantry 1, or we'll be looking at completing that. Heavy, cav, magical siege equipment. We could do with that, but I think maybe military organisation we get better supply limits, because we've been having some problems trying to keep our men fed when they're on the roads, and I think this is going to be a wise thing. So that's where we're at. In fact, let's start things off. We're waiting for a couple of marriages to come to fruition. Obviously Eldra of Harun, she actually died, so I'm in the process of waiting for my daughter Kitana. She's actually going to go over and marry the gentleman here, who is pretty much the Jarl of Morthal or Hijalmarch. So we're going to get them as an ally as well. I'm a little bit worried about down here because we actually inherited these 2 pieces of land, and it's actually put him in a rather negative mood. We're due to marry my son to my niece, which I'm not too happy about. right this moment. I think maybe we could get ourselves a better alliance, so we're gonna break that betrothal. He doesn't like us. I'm not going to waste much time with him, so I want to get an alliance with one of the big powers here. Now, the Rift is my main concern. However, I don't really think that we should go ahead and get one with them, because we're going to come into conflict with them sooner or later. Eastmarch seems a likely candidate now that obviously Queen Freydis is dead. Morgrim's there. Do we have anyone possibly? We do have a daughter, so Princess Freydis. So to go in league with Eastmarch would mean a few things. It'd mean that Rift would be tied into us, they wouldn't actually be able to do anything. I don't think that's going to be in our best interest though. Whiterun perhaps. I know we said we didn't want to go for gods haters, but it depends. There are plenty of gods, it depends what gods they actually hate. They do have some daughters. Princess Hela of Whiterun, she's actually the heir. Would they accept a betrothal from us? Sigma? No, they wouldn't. That's understandable, you would want a matrimonial marriage. That means we would have to wait an additional 3 years for Frabby. No. It's strange. Solitude, I really don't think they would want to. But be Princess Jarl or Prince Eric is there. He does have a daughter, but she's newborn. So I don't think we're going to wait around too much for that. I want to see if he has a son. If he has a son, we'll try and take Hela off his hands. But I think we're going to have to play things close to our cards close to our chest now. So we've got our Justicar. I should say our Chancellor, as it's called here. We're going to leave them in Huron because we're going to have to try and, bring back some of this damage we've just caused, and see how long it takes for that to be repaired, if we can go ahead and repair it at all. Now, speaking of repairs, let's see if there's nothing else that we can go ahead and do here. We said we were going to go for the barracks, which will give us plus 5% levy, garrison plus 10, and about 75 new troops, which should be handy. So 355 gold. We're well on our way to hitting that. We just need to make sure that we don't get ourselves in any more entanglements. And that could be an issue because Rift Eastmarch is probably the likely culprit to start any form of battle against ourselves. Freydis though would resolve all of that. Oh, she's become an expert bard. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. We're going to honour this alliance. It's handy to have someone here. They'll be able to get us about 1,000 men or so. So I'm pretty much happy and set with that. Now, we do have to keep an eye out in case any factions appear. If you remember, a few episodes ago we had something about the elective succession laws that in particular the people around this particular area would want it. We'll see how it goes. I think we're okay for now. Thane Logvar of Dawnstar actually likes us quite a bit. Don't want to change it either. We've got feudal levies, we're in medium right now. We could approve vassal opinion, but we'll lose more men. Taxation, we need the money that we can get right now. However, we could keep the church on our side. And don't forget as well, we do have a professional army. So I'm pretty set with what we've got there. So let's speed things up a little bit because we're not going to make any movements. I've had a think about Ironbind, and even though this guy is now incapable and lacks a face, I think it'd be too much of a problem and it would give Jarl Regnar of Huron an excuse to come at us, and we're not going to do that. Maybe if he dies, we can sort of entice the daughter. But we'll see. We will see. Obviously, no vassalization, he won't accept it, as we all know. But what have we got down here? So we actually have Huron itself. We could actually be pushing out into the lands of Frostfire if we wanted to. However, I believe they are far too strong for us to do anything down here. In fact, they're more than likely to go for Red Ruby because I believe he already has a claim against Red Ruby. Oh, he's got strong claims on both, so at any time this can kick off. So that's going to be one to watch out for. But right now we can generate probably about 900 men from that. And I'm fairly happy with the fact that we've got men in the south, especially when it's something that we didn't actually go ahead and plan. Oh, have we still got anyone in our prison? That's something I haven't checked. No, we don't. Yeah, look for the suspicious. Right. I'm not too comfortable with this gentleman here. He could start some problems if we don't take care of him. So let's have a look here. So we crushed the major revolt. Yes, he knows. He wants control of the Fiendom of Dawnstar and the Fiendom of Highgate. So Dawnstar he's not going to be getting. I would actually be more inclined to give it to Logva. And Highgate falls directly under ourselves. So Highgate's okay. Dunstead, I don't know about this guy. I kind of want to do something. So let's see if we can grant the Fiendom of... Oh, in fact, we can't actually do anything. Okay, so we can't do anything there. I know what he's wanting. He wants us to go ahead and give him something. He's not going to get anything though. Let's carry on with things as they are. Let's see if one of our enemies or one of our helpful neighbours goes ahead and actually makes a move. Now we've got to keep an eye out on the claims they're actually generating. We know that you've got a weak claim on Skyrim. The Rifts have nothing, Whiterun have nothing, but claims don't mean a lot in this because anyone can pretty much attack anyone at any given time. Let's see how my son's getting on. Sigmar. Now he's 15 years old, he's not actually progressed that well. We did switch him over because he was with us for a while. However, Sven's been doing it a lot better. Oh right, okay. So the Thane of Greymore, which is here, has gone ahead and taken Sunderston. Oh. I know I'm a distant realm, but it's worth a try. I wish more people would respect this, but to be honest, this is going to be a difficult task now. We really need to get our wealth up a little bit more so we can get the barracks made and we can see where we can go from there. I mean, the easy option is to go ahead and just get ourselves the small bowyer for an extra 25 archers. It's not really enough. Archery range 50, infantry quarters 25. We can upgrade a little bit. I mean, Meads Hall is an okay one, gets us an extra 50 troops. So maybe we should start looking at that way and just playing it a little bit smarter, because if we went for barracks, yes, we would get 75 troops, we would get 25 heavy, 25 light, 25 archers, but we would get an increased garrison size. Our garrison size at the moment isn't great, 457. But then again, 10% of that isn't going to be too much either, it's like an additional 45 troops. So can we spread this money a little bit more and get ourselves some more men? So say 300 and... what was it again? 355 would account for about... yeah. About say 110 troops. That's not great for 355. So I think we're going to do this slightly smarter. So we're going to go to Sarthal. And I think we're going to go for infantry quarters. Oh no, sorry, I'm lying to you. Meads Hall. We're going to get heavy and light. We're going to get 50 from that. Do we actually have anywhere else directly under us? We don't, I don't think. We've got the 2 in the south. I don't want to put too much money in the south. Yeah, I don't want to put too much money into the south just in case things do not work out. We haven't actually had a look at the city because it might be a way to actually generate a little bit more money with ourselves on this one. Now we can get town guard quarters, that increases garrison size by 20%, but we're looking for specified numbers right now. Temple tax income is not going to be great. Fairgrounds, I don't think we're going to be able to get any money from... not money, any men from this. Palisades. Gate Bridge. Basic Armory will get us 60. It costs 200 though. Light Infantry Training gets us 50. Small Public Archery Range gets us 25. And Fishing Docks. Okay. That might be doable. We've got 200 there. Right, okay. What have we actually got? We're already building, we know there. Sorry this has become a little bit of a building episode, but we need to do these things. So in the Sky Temple, we can get small guard barracks, small militia. Yeah, we don't want this. We want dedicated people. Local farm and a herb garden? Oh yeah. Right, so we're not going to do that there. Well, I think we're going to have to go into the city and we're probably going to have to do... What was it? It was one of two. So we've got Basic Armory for 60 men. Training area was 50 light infantry, so we get 50. We get 50 for sake of 20 gold. We get an extra 10 men. No, I think we're going to go for training area. And then we'll save the difference. So we've got 54 now, so we can actually save that up a little bit more. Prince Sigurd of Winterhold is now of legal age and has become a wayward knight. Good on you, kiddo. Right, who have we got to actually get him married to? Because we need to go ahead and do this now. Has he had a son? He's not had a son. Is his wife pregnant? She is not pregnant. That's going to become an issue for us. Now, Rift are arguably the strongest, 2,000 men. Them along with Eastmarch, you can't defend against that. So his second daughter's only 4. We'll try again. Still saying no, I know this. You want a matrimonial marriage. It's not going to happen though. You're 34, Frabby. Could we hold on 10 years? Probably not. I don't think we're going to do anything as of yet. We're going to keep our focus where it's been, and that's going to be on the building trades. So let's see how things are actually progressing. You'll notice I'm not actually putting someone there to oversee the construction. They're actually to survey the province right now. We're trying to get some money there. Jarl Lond has created the Ealdom of Greymarch. What? Oh, that's fine. I thought it was one of them for a moment. I'm fine with that. Not an issue with me. We need to make sure this old man's happy. He looks like he is. Oh no, Nels! Nels is dead. Divides of a severe wounds. God damn it, Nels. Need a new Magister now. Salted. Oh, we don't have much of a choice there. We're going to put her to consult the Grimoires. So if we open our spell book, we did this last time, so we have a couple of options. We can dispel magic. We can fortify health. Fortify fertility. Speechcraft. There's a chance of boosting my diplomacy, strength, local income. Cast discern how to check my health statistics. Fertility. Let's try local income. So use alteration magic to multiply my tax revenue. I can cast a lesser version of the spell, or I will cast a moderate version of the spell. What have we actually got? Magicka. 14. So we can do a moderate version. Let's try a lesser version just in case. And what has that done? What has that done exactly? Have we got more? Increase local income 15%. Was that it? If it was, that's not too bad. Carpenter's Guild. It'd be nice to see if what happens with that, because obviously we've paid some money for that. It's already, there's been a failed investment before and we wouldn't want it to happen again. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I know not a lot happens, but we're planning for the future, and we have enemies on our doorsteps. Thanks very much for sticking with the series, guys, and you know what to do, and that's raise those thumbs. Cheers.